How much is enough to retire? Should I work just one more year? Will I run out of money? If you have ever been told that working until 70 is the right choice, then watch this video. They say time is money. But after losing Norm, I've learned time is so much more than that. Recently, I watched Susie Orman say, you shouldn't retire until you're 70 years old. And I sat there shaking my head because if Norm had listened to that advice, he never would have lived his retirement at all. He died at 70 years old and 8 days. So today I want to talk about what that really means. Because retirement isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about how many days you actually get to live. I have noticed, looking through my analytics, that the funny thing is that nearly 50% of my viewers are not subscribed. And if there's one small thing that I could really ask you to do is please subscribe to my channel. I understand where people like Susie Orman are coming from. The world is expensive. People are living longer. Pensions aren't what they used to be. She says waiting until 70 gives you more security, more savings, and more cushion. But here's the truth that no one wants to talk about. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. What happens if your health starts to fade? What if your partner doesn't make it that long? What if those bonus working years end up stealing the only truly free years you ever had? Norm retired at 59. Some people thought it was early. They asked, what will you do all day? Well, I can tell you what he did. He lived. We traveled across Europe. We drove coast to coast through Canada. We sat on balconies watching sunsets over the ocean, not rushing off to meetings, not answering emails, and not waiting for one day. We took photos, shared meals with friends, and found joy in the smallest things, like morning coffee and long walks with no destination. Those 11 years from 59 to 70 were the best years of our lives. And when Norm passed away, I looked back and thought, if he had worked even one more year, he would have lost it all. That's what people forget. You don't always get the chance to make up the time that you trade away. So when I hear people say, I'll retire when I feel ready, I want to tell them, you may never feel ready. There's always another project, another raise, another reason to wait. But you have to ask yourself, what are you really waiting for? Because life doesn't wait for you. And the moment you realize that, everything changes. You stop measuring life in paychecks and you start measuring it in memories. Norm didn't die wishing he'd worked longer. He left this world grateful for the time we shared and proud that he chose to live while he could. Now, I'm not saying that everyone should quit tomorrow, but I am saying have a plan that values your life, not just your savings account. Maybe ask yourself these questions. What do I want my days to look like? What do I want to spend them with? Who do I want to spend them with? And if I only had 10 good years left, how would I use them? Maybe you can't retire fully, but you can start living differently right now. Take that trip. Spend time with your loved ones. Stop waiting for the perfect time. It doesn't exist. If you're watching this and wondering when the right time is to retire, maybe the better question is, when will you start living? The secret is this: retirement isn't a finish line. It's a choice to start living life on your terms. Norm's 11 years in retirement weren't just years, they were a gift. And I'm thankful every day that he didn't wait until 70 to unwrap it. So take a lesson from his story, from our story, and make the decision that gives you time, not just money. You've earned it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Until next time, let's stay strong together.